Everyone was expecting Biden versus Trump in the November presidential election. Over the weekend, that changed when President Joe Biden announced he's stepping aside and endorsing his Vice President Kamala Harris.
And today we talked with someone who knows a lot about presidential politics. Steve Hildebrand of Sioux Falls was Barack Obama's deputy national campaign manager during the 2008 presidential campaign.
In our top story tonight, KELOLAND's Tom Hansen caught up with Hildebrand today to get his thoughts on what lies ahead.
All indications are that Vice President Kamala Harris will carry the torch for the Democratic Party in the race for the White House, receiving President Biden's endorsement.
And I am firsthand witness that every day our President Joe Biden fights for the American people, and we are deeply, deeply grateful for his service to our nation.
Former political strategist Steve Hildebrand believes Harris has a 99% chance of being the Democratic presidential nominee. He's met both President Biden and Vice President Harris and says Biden's decision to step away is the right one.
Voters were telling him and Donald Trump, we're beyond you. We're ready to turn the page. And so having President Biden step aside, to me, was absolutely necessary for our ability to win the election. But I also believe that we stand a much better chance of winning because voters were very clear and have been very clear we're ready to go beyond the Biden-Trump exhaustion.
Biden's age was an issue for many voters. Hildebrand says age now becomes former President Trump's burden.
He can say what he wants about Joe Biden's age. This guy will be the oldest candidate ever to run for president now that Joe Biden has stepped aside. So he can criticize Joe Biden for his age. Well, he's got the same problem.
According to Hildebrand, a campaign needs grassroots excitement to get it over the top, and he believes Harris can generate that excitement for the next 105 days.
And it's not that people in our party didn't absolutely love Joe Biden as I did, but we're ready to turn the page.
Hildebrand says it's time for the next generation to lead this country. Tom Hansen, KELOLAND News.
Hildebrand says the shortened campaign may be an advantage for Harris, giving the other side less time to mount a negative campaign. He believes Harris will be able to go toe-to-toe with Donald Trump on any issue.